is Barry Henry Trevor, and I'm going to be taking you through RAM, the various types of RAM, and later the hard disk. So by the end of my presentation, you'll be able to know the definition of RAM, the types of RAM, and the hard disk, the components in the hard disk, what it consists of, how it stores data. First of all, random access memory is a volatile computer storage location that temporarily holds data, applications, and the operating system while the computer is running. So this RAM holds work in use. When you're doing work, it holds work in use. It's temporary storage. So it's a crucial component of a computer system, enabling fast and efficient data processing. So the various types of RAM include DRAM, the dynamic random access memory, stores data in capacitors that must be periodically refreshed. Every time you have to be refreshing it, but these were, I think, were the first ones. Slower and less. So these are the what? These are the characteristics. First of all, it is slow and it's less expensive than the static random access memory. We shall look at that. It's mostly used in desktops, laptops, and servers. So our next type is the static random access memory. It is faster and more expensive than our first type. We saw that the DRAM stores data in flip-flops that do not need refreshing. So you do not need refreshing in this type of RAM. Used in cache memory, CPU registers, and high-speed applications. Our other types of RAM. This is the synchronous dynamic random access memory. This synchronizes with the computer's clock speed faster than the DRAM, our first, what we saw, and it has a higher bandwidth. It's mostly used in desktops, laptops, and servers. Second last is DDR, double data rate random access memory. Transfers data on both rising and falling edges of the clock signal. It is faster than the CD-RAM with a higher bandwidth and lower power consumption, used in modern computers, these modern desktops, laptops, and servers. And then these are like, this is success. These was their generations. We have the DDR2, DDR3, DDR4, DDR5. Successive generation of DDR RAM with faster speeds and lower consumption. Now, like this DDR2, first invented in 2003. DDR3, we are saying it was first invented in 2007, and the DDR4 was invented in 2014. Like I said, by the end of this presentation, shall be able to know what a hard disk is. So, a hard disk is a non-volatile storage device that uses one or more magnetic disks called platters to store data. So the platters are coated with a magnetic material that allows data to be stored as magnetic fields, which are read and written by a mechanical head. So this hard disk has a mechanical head, it has a platter, it has a controller. All those shall be seen. So hard disk consists of the following: disks, the platters, one or more magnetic disks that store data. These platters, it's some round thing that keeps on rotating inside the what? The hard disk. The read or write heads, mechanism that read and write data to the disks. The motor spins the disk at high speed typically, so that's the speed. So that if it is spinning, that's how it stores its data. Controllers manages data transfer between HDD and the computer. The hard disk drive is the HDD. So how does the storing of data come? Data is written to the disks in magnetic form. The read or write heads float above the disks, reading and writing of data. The motor spins the disk, allowing the heads to access different data tracks. So after that, the controller manages data transfer, error correction, and disk management. Now, we're going to look at the characteristics of the hard disk. So, they have high storage capacity. So these offer large storage capacities at a lower cost per GB. So, non-volatile data is retained even when power is turned off. So if you store data on the hard disk, your data, it can't be lost, unlike the RAM. Slower access times compared to the solid state drivers, SSDs. So these SSDs are it's what we are using in the modern world. SSDs have a slower data access times. So let's look at the types of hard disks. We have the internal HDDs. These are installed inside the computer. So here's an image of the external HDDs, portable, connects via the USB or other interfaces. So this is the image of the external. We are seeing an external hard disk, and this is the memory card. This is a flash. This is a compact disk. And then we have the hybrid hard disks. These ones combine both. They combine the hard disk and the SSD technology used in the current computers. Okay, thank you.